Time to welcome Bangladesh on their first full tour of India. They've come intermittently, they've played a little triangular one-day series, came and played a one-off test match, but I think it wasn't right that India hadn't invited Bangladesh for such a long time for a full tour. I mean, even when we say it's a full tour, it's really just 3 T20s, 2 test matches, but that's a lot better than what's come before. So welcome Bangladesh to India. And the fact that you're starting with T20s, which is India's weakest format, probably allows Bangladesh to enter the country with a high in spite of all that's been happening around their cricket in recent weeks. India number 5 on the ICC rankings for T20 cricket. There isn't the same aura around the Indian T20 side that exists when India play Test cricket. There's a reason India number 1 in Test cricket, number 2 in ODI cricket. There's good solid strengths in the Indian team in those formats. It's a bit bizarre that it should be so in spite of the biggest T20 league in India, but that's the way it is. India number 5 and there is no Virat Kohli. So can India see this as an opportunity? I think Rohit Sharma, in the form that he is in, an opportunity to play his 100th T20 international, he could well turn out to be that match winner for India. But with no Virat Kohli, an opportunity opens up at number 3. Will that be KL Rahul? Will it be Shreyas Iyer? Will it be Manish Pandey? Because you got 3 and 4 available. KL Rahul is in excellent form after the Vijay Hazare, but so is Manish Pandey, and I think Shreyas Iyer is just a batsman whose time has come. So India have to take a call about number 3. I think Shreyas Iyer wins his place at number 4 in any case. So that's one call India have to take, and India have to start looking very closely at Shikhar Dhawan. I mean, his numbers up to 2018 were excellent, but his average in his last 8 or 10 games is indeed a matter of concern. And the more intermittently he plays for India, the more difficult it's going to be. I mean, he didn't set the stadiums afire during the Vijay Hazare Trophy as well. So that is one aspect India will be hoping to put behind them. They'll want Shikhar Dhawan to get them off to good starts. Then I'm excited about looking at Shivam Dube, because I think he's more batsman than bowler. I think Hardik Pandya, who's like-for-like replacement, he's seen as offered more with the ball for India than Shivam Dube can, I suspect, at this stage. But given that he's a 6th bowler, given that you don't want more than a couple of overs from him anyway, it's a nice way to ease him in with maybe Krunal Pandya on one side and Rishabh Pant on the other side. And Rishabh Pant will bat at 5. All eyes on Rishabh Pant, but that's something he's got used to. When Pant does well, he gets more than his share of attention. When Pant does badly, he gets more than his share of attention. But here's a young man who's hugely gifted and who's finding himself at the first major hurdle in his career. And I'd be very interested to see how India handle Rishabh Pant, because he can't afford to lose a player of his ability. So all eyes on Shikhar Dhawan, who's at one end of the experience spectrum, and all eyes on Rishabh Pant as well. I think India will play 3 spinners and 2 quicks, with Shivam Dube giving those overs in between, and you can afford to do that in T20 because anybody bowls anywhere, right? It's only a question of whether India play the left-handed Khalil or the right-handed Shardul Thakur. But they're up against a side that in spite of in recent times being almost at their best in white ball cricket, they're up against a side that's never beaten India before. It's 8-0. You rarely get such streaks in international cricket, but 8-0, they've never ever beaten India in T20 cricket. Yes, they came close in 2016. Yes, they came close in 2018 in the Nida Hasa Trophy. That tells you how good they can be, but the fact that they didn't close it also tells you a thing or two about Bangladesh. I think they'll be severely hamstrung in the absence of Tamim Iqbal, who can give them a start. No Shakib-less Hasan is a big blow, but also people like Saifuddin. I think he was playing that finisher's role, gave you a bit of seam bowling support. So in the absence of these 3 bowlers, I think Bangladesh will be hamstrung. Remember, they're number 9 on the ICC T20 rankings. They've got to qualify for the World T20 that will be played in Australia next year. There's so much going against Bangladesh that I don't see them coming hard and providing India stern opposition. If they can do that, it'll say a lot about their leader. It'll say a lot about their resolve, but I don't see them doing that in this series.